Hey there, good afternoon, Eric. In this video, I am going to show you 3 things that you guys can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni McGregor. I actually just work with business owners across the state of Utah. Spoke with Becky earlier today, and she had given me the green light to send this over to the info email there, just attention to management. But I actually did see, Eric, that here in your about page that you're actually the owner here of Patriot Roofing. So I thought that I would personalize this a little bit and make sure to send it just directly over here to you. Again, I just put together this custom video for you guys just about your company's online presence and specifically how you stack up against your competition. I'm sure at this point you're most likely sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's the catch? Well, that is a fair question. What I have found is that most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business. They're swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, or just staying on top of jobs that many times learning how to leverage the internet to benefit your company just gets buried underneath all of the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time, the only reason you may not have hired anybody yet is because you don't know who to trust or know who is truly an expert. So that is exactly why I make videos like this. I have found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free, it has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni, can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, then shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or even if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I gave to you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. Now let's cover the 3 things that are going to set Patriot Roofing and Construction above your competition. First would be content, second citations, and third backlinks. So first up is content. So since Google isn't a human, it doesn't just know what you do, it's got to be told through your content. Content is basically going to be anything here that you can see here on your homepage that is highlighted. So this can be text, it can be pictures, what pictures are saved as, what's behind pictures, all of that can be considered content. Now, to give you an idea here, an example, let's run up to some pictures here. If we do a right click, save, usually it's a save image as. Let's just try this if that brings it up. So you've got top rated roofing company in Draper is what it looks like. It says there, Draper, Utah, Patriots, perfect. So that's got some keywords in it. Let's try this one. I imagine probably the same title here. Perfect. So you've got your location and a keyword for roofing. Let's go ahead and check this one as well. Looks like all your images are kind of saved as the same thing. So this is a great way to be able to use some of these high volume keywords. Now these aren't specific phrases that I'm seeing right now in my tools, but they're still including some of the high keywords, which is great here in your detailed image descriptions, because that can help your website be found for the things that people are searching for. Again, all of these things are things that the Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what is this business, what services are they offering, what areas are they targeting, and all of those things are going to position you in the search ranking. So the goal is having unique and authoritative content, and you want to be able to have enough of it to be able to add in the right keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for in Google for somebody to find the services that you offer. Most business owners know that they need content, but what they don't know is that in order to rank number 1 on Google for roofing, the average content count is about 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage alone, while making sure that it contains the right keywords and phrases that your customers are actually searching for. So I actually just went ahead and copied your content here from your homepage and plugged it into one of my tools. I can see your homepage is sitting around 900 words here on your homepage. Now, if we jump over here into one of your top competitors here in the Salt Lake area, we've got American Roofing. Now, when I went ahead and plugged in their content from their homepage and plugged it into my same tool, I can see that their homepage is sitting around 1,200 words here on their homepage. Again, very beatable. Now, we're actually going to head over here into one of my tools. This is called Ahrefs, super cool tool. Sorry, I didn't have it on the right page there. But it essentially gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So I can get a really good idea of what's working well for you and for your competition here. So I ran a quick scan here of, again, American Roofing. I can see right off the bat this overview, how many keywords their website is being found for and what type of traffic that is actually driving every single month. Now, since we're talking about content, we're actually going to dive specifically here into these keywords, and we can actually take a look at the exact keywords that they are ranking for and what your customers are actually searching for every single month. Now, to make it a little bit easier here on the eyes, I'm going to just hurry and type in Salt Lake City so it can start highlighting those for us. Right off the bat, you can see here that we've got several keywords with high volumes being shown here in the Salt Lake area again alone. And again, all of this research can actually be done in every single location specifically and every single service. So again, just for the sake of trying to keep this video short, I chose the Salt Lake area. It's got high volume here just to help kind of show you exactly what you might be missing out on in this area. But again, roofers, Salt Lake City, that alone is being searched 200 times every single month. Roof replacement, Salt Lake City, 150 times every month. Salt Lake City roofing, 260 times every month. Roofing contractor, Salt Lake City, 200 times every month. Roofing companies, Salt Lake City, 300 times every month. As you can see here, just in these high volume Salt Lake City keywords alone, you've got hundreds of people searching for different roofing services, the same ones that you guys offer. Now, what would happen to your business if you guys were able to gain all of that traffic of those hundreds of people searching for the different roofing terms? Or even what would happen if you gained even a percentage of that traffic? Now, we're in the same tool. If we jump back over here, I've actually got your URL plugged in right here. And I can see the exact same overview. I can see how many keywords your website is being found for and what type of traffic that is driving every single month. Now again, let's dive specific into your keywords here and we can see what you are being found for. Let's go ahead and type in same thing. I can see you're being found for one Salt Lake keyword here. It is for best roofing companies in Salt Lake City. That is being searched 70 times, which is a great keyword to capitalize on. However, it shows me that you are in a really far positioning there. So you're not landing on the first page of Google. Now, again, even with these, you do have a few Utah keywords here I noticed as well, which I know I said I was going to keep this on Salt Lake, but just kind of focusing on a few Utah ones as well. You do have, so this one's a branded one with your name in it, but if we went best roofing Utah, that is being searched 100 times every month. But you can see here again, not landing on the first page of Google. Similarly, Utah roofing contractors 100 times every month as well, but again, just don't have high enough rankings here to be able to land. Like I said, these guys are actually showing up #1 right now for roofing companies here in Salt Lake City. So again, first thing that you can do to help increase your online traffic, get your content up to at least the 1,500 keyword-rich content here on your homepage. Again, this is what's helping drive your competitor's business, and it is 100% beatable if you're able to get that done. Now we're going to actually jump over here and pivot a little bit. We're going to run over here into Google. I've got one of those high volume keywords of roofing companies, Salt Lake City pulled in here. And of course, the first thing that we do see that pops up here is the ads section. Here's the quick thing about ads. Ads can work, but they can also be a huge money pit if your website is not dialed in or if customers are using an ad blocker. So just be really careful to not burn through your money on Google ads until you know for sure that your site is going to convert. We're actually going to jump down here though below the ads into this coveted map section. This area has a lot to do with the second important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. And you're probably asking yourself, okay, great, but what is a citation? Well, great question. So this is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure that you have seen this section. You've probably used this section and maybe thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up on here? Well, great questions. So to get yourself to the top 3, the #1 thing Google looks at is a thing called citations. So what is a citation? Super simple. It's just your business name, address, and phone number being listed on as many online directories like these. Having citations helps Google to be able to verify you and then give relevance to your local business. So to push your business up here in the top 3 spots on the map pack, the #1 thing that you need to worry about is your citation game. Of course, this goes into with other optimizations of your Google business profile here, but #1 is citations. Again, if you're getting the citations from authoritative and industry-specific sites, your credibility boosts, you gain more trust from Google, and therefore pushes you here above your competition. So you might be asking yourself, okay, great, but how do I actually do that? Well, there are paid tools like Whitespark or Bright Local that'll tell us the exact directories that your competition is listed on here. We can go out and match them, but of course we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them. So what we have seen is that with most roofers, that they're sitting usually around 200 to 300 citations. So if you're pushed down there below that, it looks like a lot of your keywords are landing on like the 10th page of Google, you guys might only have 10 to 30 citations. So we not only need to go get those citations to match your top competitors, but then we need to beat them out online. Now let's talk about the last thing that I wanted to go over with you today, which is backlinks, or often called link juice. Now, again, when we searched here for roofing companies in Salt Lake City, and we scroll down here below that, this third thing is really going to help you. So we get down here into the this area. This is called the organics listing section here. You can see here your site is not ranking as the number one. We usually don't count BBB or Yelp, but you're not ranking as number one, number two, number 3, 4, 5, anywhere here on the first page of Google. Now, ideally, this is where we want to be. In fact, ideally, we would like to be in the top 3 spots, because Google statistics have shown that the top 3 businesses on Google get about 75% of the clicks, meaning that most of your potential customers are choosing one of these first 3 results, and they are never making it down to your listings. Now, in order to beat out your competition in every aspect, you need authority. So how do you get this authority? Well, this is where the backlinks come into play. Backlink is basically when one website links to another website online. The easiest way to think about it is like a popularity contest back in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. So in this popularity contest here, the business with the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I do say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you guys are roofers, right? Well, you wouldn't want to get a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back to you because you don't make ice cream. Although that would be tasty, that backlink would be kind of useless to you. But if you made a backlink from, or if you got a backlink from like a local blog or industry specific site linking back to you, it would be much more effective. Now let's jump over here into my tool again. Let's run back into the overview. We can actually see right here that you've got 544 backlinks being pointed back to your website. It's not bad. Those are great numbers. It's a great start. We just really want to make sure we are also focusing on high volume keywords here. Again, you've got a lot of good things going for you. Great website, a lot of backlinks, but you've got to make sure that you're compiling them with all of the right resources as well. Looking over here at your competitors, we can see they've got 417 backlinks being pointed back to them. Now, again, you might be asking yourself, okay, great, but I've got more backlinks than what they've got showing here, right? Again, remember, not all backlinks are created equal. We've got quality over quantity here. This needs to be paired with all of the correct on-page SEO, which I alluded to and talked about briefly in this video, in order for your company to actually get found. Structure of your website is huge. Content of your website is huge. Paired with the right kind of backlinks being pointed back to you guys, those all really affect your company's rankings. Again, just taking a look at some of those keywords, like you're just not being found for a lot of those areas. And if you are, like it's just such high position rankings, you're just not showing up here in the top sections. So again, all of these things are things that we can do here with this tool. We can actually jump in specifically. We can see what type of links they're also being found for and go out and get those same links, if not higher quality links, to boost you here even above them. Again, this is very beatable here with time. Getting you here to the top of Google, it is not magic. It is just a tried and true method. And I have shown you that exact method today. I also wanted to show you real quick, because I do believe that I forgot to say this, but typically the difference of search volumes here in the map pack section versus search volume down here in the organic listing section, when somebody searches for a key phrase like this, typically 40% of the searches are going here into a call for these map pack companies, and about 60% of them are coming down here into the organics listing section. So by making you be a top contender here in the map section and the organic section, really increases where you're able to capitalize on that volume of traffic of people actually searching for those things. So again, to wrap up, the 3 things that you can do today to grow your online presence is first, focusing on your content, getting that front page to at least 1,500 words, using the right keywords and phrases that your customers are actually searching for in your area so that your company gets found. Second, citations, just making sure that you get your name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories. That way you beat out your competition by a landslide. And then lastly is backlinks, just making sure that you continue to get more high quality sources being linked back to you. That way you help show Google that you are the authority. You guys have a strong leg up here. You just need to make sure that you are focusing on everything else. And it's kind of just a well-balanced puzzle here, and to make sure that everything is working together synonymously to help you actually rank. So, okay, I'm sure that you're wondering at this point, well, what now? Well, you really have a few options. First, if you feel like you cannot handle any more clients every month, that is absolutely fair. If you could just go ahead and send me a quick note telling me you watched the video, and then go ahead and tell me your thoughts about it. I would really appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you are ready to grow, then you can take this blueprint and you can implement these 3 strategies that I gave you on your very own. I have given you the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have, and it's all yours to use to help your company. Now, if you found this information valuable, and if you are still one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route, just go ahead and respond to my email. I would love to dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can do to help your business really thrive. Once again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to your feedback, Eric. Hope you have a great day.